Hezekiah Walker.
Hello, sir.
The life.
The life, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching, man. And, like, your messages, spreading the word. The messages have been amazing, man.
How do you feel now that it's out in the world? I watched it last night.
Thank you for watching, man.
I mean, it was just as good on, and that's my only fear was, is this going to be just as good on TV as it is live? And it was just as good.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's very validating, you know. And we work really hard on it, and it's cool to work really hard on something and then put it out there in the world. And like the most distilled version of your creativity. Because I know like sometimes we're out here potting, we're just talking shit, you know, crazy stuff. Everything can be interpreted in a different way. But when you work really hard on a book or comedy special or whatever, it's not a lot of room for that interpretation. You're really like distilling it down, and
you honed in.
Yes,
it's sharp.
Yeah,
it's strategic. It's sniping.
Yeah,
we're not sniping in here. Here we just, you know, you sniping.
Yeah. So it just felt cool, and like just hearing all these, it felt really cool to hear all these stories that people had that were similar, like their fertility journeys, and also just people taking pictures with their kids. They'd like send me these pictures, and I don't know, I got, it sounds cliche, but like just crazy warmth from people. This great gratitude, this like overwhelming gratitude people had for being able to have families. And the amount of people who've gone through something similar, it's like crazy. It's cool that they in some way feel kind of like recognized or seen, or like are able to laugh at that hard part of their life. So yeah, I'm on a little bit of a high right now, not that much sleep, but it's been cool.
I mean, that's what, Jesus Christ, the farting won't stop. What's crazy is that's what you said, the right word, the warmth of it all.
Yeah.
Because I know people were not expecting that from Andrew Schulz.
Yeah.
They think Andrew Schulz is cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that they weren't expecting to feel that. When you got thugs texting, like, yo, man, Andrew Schulz special made me laugh till I was crying, then actually cry.
That was the coolest.
That was Nori.
That was the coolest. Yeah, that was so cool.
And Hawaii was like, yo, I literally was laughing, then cried. That was his exact words.
That's the coolest, or one of the coolest responses, like people telling that they laughed and then they also cried and then they laughed again. And just to make something, man, that made people feel like that. That's what I felt we did with the live show, and I was hoping it would transcend. And yeah, just to have people go through those emotions, I feel very proud to create something that, yeah.
And I know people will say I'm biased, but this is one of the first specials I've seen in recent times that was actually special.
Yeah.
Like when I think of specials that have been special, I think of, like, I give Neil Brennan a lot of props. I think what Neil Brennan does with his specials is actually special.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, everybody else. Like, I guess, you know, I give Chris Rock props because he did it live. Like, he was probably the first comedian I saw do it live, which I would not recommend any comedian to do.
I would not recommend it, doing it live.
But it's still something about it that makes it special.
It's incredibly brave.
Yes.
But like catching it live, like it's just so difficult. It's like catching standard, like your editor needs to know your set to a T so he can edit the camera angles for those jokes live. Like so much goes into it. I wouldn't do it live.
But yours is a special, because I'm like, number one, I've never seen this content before. Salute to Lulu and Lala, the homies Lulu and Lala.
Oh, shout out to them, man.
They posted something today just like it. I think it said something like, you know, let me read it. What I'm talking about. I don't want to paraphrase. What did they say? I'm acting like we not on a podcast where I can just pull this up. They said, because it's the sentiment that I feel like a lot of people have. They said,
shout Lulu and
salute to Lulu. Oh yeah, okay, here it goes. Laugh so hard at Andrew Schulz stand up on Netflix. Congrats and thanks for being so open about something so personal. And to me, that is what makes things special.
Yeah, art.
Not just comedy, just art. Yeah. When you're willing to be vulnerable about something that people aren't vulnerable about, and then you're able to, especially a topic like that, to be able to take that and put it into a 59-minute comedy special and make it entertaining, funny, and you still feel what you're supposed to feel from it. Come on, man.
Respect, man. Thank you so much.
If you don't want to Emmy, something wrong.
That would be awesome.
I really feel that way. If you don't want to Emmy, something is fucking wrong.
That would be fucking awesome, man. That would be really cool. That'd be really cool.
I thought it was great.
Thank you, man. And shout out Kate Hudson and Chet Hanks. We're gonna have to take y'all out.
What is that? Why is that number one?
They we're number 2 right now on Netflix, which is fucking awesome. But obviously, you know me, I'm the most ambitious motherfucker. So it's like
it is awesome when you think about the thousands of pieces of content that's on fucking Netflix.
It's just number 2. That's the other thing that's crazy. It's not just like in comedy specials.
Yes,
like comedy specials number 1, but in just everything on Netflix.
And don't get it fucked up. There's old stuff on Netflix that still cracks the top 10. So you're competing against thousands of shit.
We beat the new Robert De Niro show.
Wow.
Yeah, multiple days in a row. We beat Meghan Markle's whack ass shit. Like it was cool.
I didn't know she had something. What she got?
She got
something. Robert De Niro had nothing either.
Yeah, his shit is called New Day or something like that. And yeah, it was fire. It was really cool. But they got that show like Running Point or something like that. And I think Chet's the man. I think
he'll get to number 1.
But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. 100%. Once the Brilliant Idiots get after it.
Brilliant Idiots massive. Go do what you need to do.
Let's go.
I just thought it was fantastic, man. And it's only been a few days.
2 days now that we're recording this. Yeah.
But it's just I think it's gonna be one of them ones. And you're sharp on there, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like sharp.
Thank you, man.
Like, oh shit, Andrew is funny.
Thank you, man. Yeah. I didn't want to half-ass it. We toured that shit for like 2 years.
You did.
That's the thing. And like I probably developed it for like 3. And it was yeah, we worked really hard on it. And that's something that like I would like to change. Not change, but I think is important that like working hard on something is cool. Like half-assing shit is not cool. I think there's a little bit of sentiment out there like if I don't gotta care. I don't gotta care. Yeah, I don't really care that much about it. It's like, well, this is what I've done with my entire life, so I really fucking care about it. I'm gonna work really hard at it. And if I fail working really hard, I can accept that. But I refuse to put some half-ass shit out.
That's why, we have all these conversations about content creators. Yeah, everybody that's in the podcast space, everybody that's in the YouTube space, you're a content creator, but you're only making one type of content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're like, to me, a guy like a Drewski,
yeah,
he takes time crafting these sketches.
Yeah.
Right? And then he puts them out into the world, and that's why they hit the way that they do.
You said a really good thing about the Drewski thing, about him being really tapped into like cultural sentiment.
Cultural sentiment.
Like he understands what people are feeling.
That's right.
And he's making these sketches about the topics or the trends that he finds people feeling. And that's probably why they're so successful, because there's this like unbelievable relatability. Even if that's not your life, someone like that. And that seems to be what explodes, I find.
That's what real comics do.
Yeah.
Real comics take time to live life. They tap into something. For you, it was a personal experience.
Yeah.
And whether you realized it or not, this was a personal experience that so many people have gone through.
I had no clue, man. And
you want to laugh about it.
That's the thing. This is like the most devastating shit that you go through in your life, but it is funny. Like when you come out the other end of it, it is so, I remember, like, even the little shit that I would say. Like, I remember when I did one sperm sample, and the doctor was saying how like my sperm not only wasn't swimming well, they were like shaped weird. And I remember, they said they were shaped weird. And I said to him, I was like, well, maybe they hit the cup hard and it like mutated them.
That's a good point.
That's what
liquid.
I said.
Liquid takes the shape of whatever it fucking touches.
Oh, I was thinking it was like in 9/11. I think it was like just blunt force trauma, like it hit the cup and then, whatever. And the way the doctor looked at me and was like, yeah, I really don't think it's that. I just think they're shaped weird.
He had no idea you're a comedian, huh?
Nah, none of them know. Also, like, my wife's OBGYN, when they all told her that I was a comedian, her reaction was like the most fucking Asian lady reaction ever.
What you gonna do now?
What?
Sorry, the second most Asian lady.
Okay.
She goes, really? He's not funny at all.
God.
Wow. I said, lady, I'm not laughing when I'm in here.
Yeah, because you're serious.
I'm going through it. I'm going through it right now. I'm trying to get my wife pregnant with a whole team of scientists. I'm not having fun.
The thing I like about the special the most is that, well, that's a lot I like about it. But when I saw it the first time, the first thing I said to myself was, number one, I never seen nobody approach that subject. But number two, from the male perspective.
Yeah, I think that's the thing's probably more unique, this idea.
Yes.
Like, infertility, a lot of times, is we talk about from the female perspective. Because men, we can't believe there could ever be our fault.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're terrified of getting women pregnant our whole life. So the fact that it was me, it actually made me feel more comfortable talking about it. Because if it was my wife only, I don't know if I could go up there and talk about it like that. I would feel like I was.
Explain that now. If
it was my wife's issue, I would feel so uncomfortable exposing that thing that she would be devastated by.
Absolutely.
So there was a little bit more freedom. Like, you know, I make fun of everybody, but I also make fun of myself.
It's
like,
self-deprecating.
It's the most.
You cannot watch, if you watch that special and you get mad at Andrew Schulz ever again for clowning somebody, you're just being biased.
I gave you the nuke on me. Anybody who wants to make fun of me for the red, Taylor almost made me commit suicide.
Taylor shot the nuke for no reason.
Immediately.
I'm like, yo, Taylor, there was no need to press the red button.
She nuked me twice.
No, I just remember the first one.
No, she nuked me once, and then she got pregnant by accident. That's 2 nukes.
Yeah, you're right.
She's at Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
You're right. It made no sense for Taylor to hit that nuke back then for no goddamn, and nobody knew what was going on.
Just me.
I don't even think you ain't even had the material for the special yet.
Well, it motivated me.
Look, let me get ahead of it.
I called a doctor that night. How we get this girl knocked up?
Listen, man, you should be very happy for creating a body of work that will stand the test of time.
Thank you, bro.
And you created a body. It's for comedians. It's like your album.
It's
like, yo, you put out a dope ass album. Like, you put out an album. To me, that is a classic.
Thank you.
But once again, everybody gonna say I'm biased. You know what I mean? But all I do is tell you, go watch the shit for yourself.
Yeah, you go watch it.
You know?
You see. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully you get something from it. And shout out everybody that worked on it, man. Like the amount of people that made this amazing. You know, shout out the whole team. Like everybody from Dove, Cheryl, Rob, Shifty editing it, Mark being in there editing it with me, Vala putting together the video pieces. Like the whole.
Giving them credit, man.
Yeah,
man, giving them the credit, and the credits is everything.
Oh, absolutely, man. I gave my wife a chief.
She got a I saw that.
Executive baby creator. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it said. I just thought it said executive. I wasn't paying.
We made like a fake credit.
But you know, the Netflix thing gets small after, so I didn't notice. I didn't see all that.
Yeah, but no, everybody needs that, man. Especially the behind the scenes people, because
they make it happen.
Yep.
It makes you look good.
If people haven't watched it yet, I would recommend watching it with surround sound if you have.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds phenomenal.
Oh, like Tom Cassetta.
Audio, you're hitting laughs from different parts of the room and shit like that. It feels like you're there.
That's the thing. I'm glad you pointed that out, because Tom Cassetta is a genius, and he does all of our audio, and we've told him to do every comedian's audio, and he had so many mics around it. And again, if you're watching on your laptop, it is one experience, but if you do have like a surround sound system, you'll hear laughs to your right and left, and it's designed in that way. So if you're at home in your system, you feel like you're at the show a little bit. Yeah.
And go ahead, what the hell?
I was gonna say, it's also cool because you were able to do exactly how you wanted it. Because last time they were trying to make you not like cut some stuff out.
Yeah, they were cool. They were very cool. And shout out to Netflix for letting me do that, man. I really appreciate that.
And just creating a piece of content that like that means something. I just feel like you see a lot of shit nowadays that's just like yuck it up for the moment type shit.
It's like everything is a reaction channel.
Yeah, man.
And like, which is fine too. We're out here reacting to shit. Don't get me wrong, but there is something about. I would love everybody that reacts to stuff to create something and put it out to be judged, because you might have a different feeling towards the reactions you have. Like, that's why even with the thing with Kendrick, like I really admire somebody, like the halftime performance. I admire somebody putting something out and working hard on something to be judged by the world.
Absolutely.
There is admiration, regardless of what else went down. So,
and you take what comes with it.
You got to.
Because art is subjective.
Yep.
Period. Like if you're the type of person that puts something out to the world and all you can stand is the good comments, you're not built for this. Like, because everybody gonna have an opinion. Some people gonna like it. Some people not gonna like it. Some people not even gonna give a fuck. So who should you focus on?
Yep.
None of it, exactly.
Yeah.
I did the best work that I possibly could.
Yeah.
I gave it to the world. Hey, y'all have at it, man.